Yo, what's up, internet? Soul Control here, and Twitch me at Soul Control 1, TikTok me at Soul Control 1. Shout out and check out Gaming Kaiju. So let's get into this. That DVD dropped some heat, and I gotta admit that. Like, I really think this is probably one of the best updates in a very, very long time. Now, I'm still not a fan of the balance of the game overall, but yo, we got some heat. I mean, they dropped some nice collabs. I just really think that, you know, and what I've seen online so far, I've seen some phonies, you know, they were like, oh, you know, this is just, you know, behavior, not listening, you know, they're not paying attention to our demands. This is nothing. So, you know, I've seen some poo-poos, but in their poo-poos, I'm hearing them being giddy about this update, right? And so we're gonna have a new survivor, Shane Wiggins. I'm a little bit thrown back by that last name, but okay. And then we're gonna have the anniversary event, June 25th to the 16th. And then they gave us a code where we can get 10 million blood points, BBD, 10 birthday, and so you can get yourself 10 million big ones. I don't know who the hell that guy's supposed to be, but we gonna have Damian Leon's the Terrifier, November 26th, the clown that you just saw, and then we're gonna have the new map mall. So we're gonna have a new indoor map. Pretty much that's going to end up helping, you know, Ghostface and the nurse. You know, moreover, it's going to end up helping Deathslinger. The indoor maps really AIDS killer, but that's okay. That's okay. And then the next thing that we got going on is the new Iron Maiden Legendary. Yo, this is going to be dope. Iron Maiden, good group, legendary group, and then we're going to have the Ice 9 Kills collab. And that's going to be nice. You know, Ice 9 Kills, another good group, and that's going to be a dope collab. As you can see here, man, the White's rocking that, and yeah, this is going to be some heat. And then what the other cool part about this, now I knew they was going to do this at some point. They're going to throw in Negan, and then they're going to throw in Glenn. And so, in the back of my mind, I always thought that Negan should have been the killer, right? And he'll be the one doing the hook because of the bat. But they're actually going to have him as a survivor, because in the show, he actually turns into a good guy. You know, still controversial here and there. But Negan is so influential. I think Jeffrey Dean Morgan, him playing Negan, just really gave him some heat on some roles. And of course, you're gonna have Glenn, so Steven, who was also in Invincible. You know, shout out to him, man. I mean, he really brought that character alive. But it's going to be interesting to hear the exchange with Negan there, because they're gonna have. I'm gonna do a video on dialogue too. You know, on the dialogues. I can't wait to hear what Maggie and Glenn, Rick, Michonne, and all of them gonna have to say to Negan in the same lobby. And then we got the Dead by Daylight cross Diablo, and Diablo is actually a good game, very good game from what I've seen. You know, have I played any? No, but just off from what I've seen, man, Diablo, man. And so these licenses, they pouring in for DBD, which lets you know these people got money, behavior got bread. What I'm really excited about is the graphics update. Now, the graphics, that's going to happen in 2027. I think that's going to be live, and I really think that we need that to make these survivors look even more human, even more detailed. Like if you can see here, Lodi, man, major difference, difference. And so we can see that they actually using some tech into this. And you know, Dwight, he looks even better. Now, you know, in development, I love the in development part of Dwight. He looks way better. Way better. He doesn't look like a goldfish, you know. You know, searching for air, you know, like he actually looks great. I'm really loving this. And then when you get hooked, just the expression, and that just makes so much sense. You know, make them feel it when you get hooked, the expressions. And so they're going to draw a lot of attention to this game, just off the collabs alone, coming this year and next year. I mean, they really, I got to give them kudos. And what I also like is the fact that the maps are going to look even more better. And I'm going to do a video on that too. And I already can see killers complaining, oh, we can't see Survivor. You know, Survivor's going to be complaining, oh, I can't see the killer. Please change this. And so this is just some heat. I'm really happy about this. Man, shout out to Behavior. And I just can't really wait to just dig in on this. I think it's going to be a good experience for everybody across the board. Is there still going to be balance issues? Yes, still going to be balance issues, camping, tunneling, and you know, the whole survival perk complaint. But as far as I see right now, man, this is some serious heat. All right, that's it for me, you guys. Love you guys. Peace.